Hello, everyone. Welcome to our IGTV Live today. How I went from trying to be a perfect mom to be a real one. Good morning, all. Um, I'm happy to be with you all today. This morning, we are going to talk about motherhood, and our special guest is a psychologist. It's a life coach who works with moms and women, helping them to enjoy their motherhood life from a more real, passionate perspective. She guides moms and women through practical tools like PNL, meditation, and one-to-one sessions to talk. She kindly offered 10% off today, so stay with us. I would like to invite you all to be active and to send your questions, and please participate and enjoy this IGTV Live today. In my personal experience as mom, the expectation to be mom and day by day with what is going to happen next generate lots of uncertainty in what is going to be a real mom and a good mom with no judgment. So that brings a world of emotions, and obviously always is great and feel that there is someone who is basically living through the same path with you. And in that path for me, I found instinct, and the instinct for me in my motherhood is being my best friend. However, always is great, as I said, listen to people, listen to women, and listen to that wonderful specialists that are out there willing to help us to go through this wonderful path life. I would like to welcome Daniela. Let's see. Hello, Daniela.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Welcome to Balance, and thank you so much for being here with us and to do
Thank
this collaboration.
you.
These wonderful moms and women connecting with us today.
Thank you very much for having me.
Well, facing motherhood with no fear.
Yes.
Tell us about you, your experience, and what you do, and the reason you work with women and men, helping them through your programs.
Of course. So I'm a mother of two kids. I have a 4-year-old and a 5-year-old. And my transition into motherhood was not smooth. It was full of expectations that were never fulfilled. I was frustrated because my expectations were never filled. I was in a constant struggle. And I decided to switch my interventions into moms because I think that moms are not as accompanied and supported as we have to. We are all struggling. We are all struggling, but not asking for help. So that's why I decided to work with moms because we need that. We need the support, we need the love, we need the companion, we need the compassion. So I made a decision. And I started to work with kids, with moms. So perfectionism is the worst enemy of a mom. We are struggling with constant expectations, not only ours but society. We always and we all of course want the best for our kids. Our kids are the most loving thing we have, right? But we in that struggle with perfection, we are losing ourselves and jeopardizing our mental and emotional health. We Perfectionism is not human. It's not real. Humans are made to make mistakes, and mistakes are a great opportunity to learn and to become better persons, better moms. And if you don't realize and encounter that mistakes with open eyes and with vulnerability, you are you are gonna be struggling. So that's why I decided to work with moms and to because I struggle too. I'm a mom. I struggle too, and so being uh, being aware that you're not the only one and talking about this is the first step into enjoying motherhood. So I have prepared four like little tips or changes of mindset that can help you to go from perfectionism mindset into a real one. We are asked to be perfect. We have to be gluten-free, sugar-free, free-range kids with a lot of activities, Mandarin. They have to learn coding. We have a lot of pressure on our shoulders. And if we don't understand that that's not motherhood, that the kid, we are setting super high expectations on our kids, and we are setting them into failure because no one is perfect. No one is going to be like succeeding at every level. So if you model yourself as a real human being instead of a perfect super mom, you're going to be teaching them that mom can be sad, that mom is also happy, and it's okay. And we are allowed to make, not only allowed to make mistakes, mistakes are welcome because they teaches us too much. So these four changes of mindsets are the ones that have helped me through my motherhood journey and that have helped a lot of women that I have been working with. So the first one is changing expectations for curiosity. As I said, expectations are our worst enemy. If you have a mental image of how you want to be as a mom, you are going to be frustrated because that's not what motherhood is. Motherhood is ups and downs. It's a roller coaster. And if you change your mindset into curiosity, that you are amazed of every day, every new day is a new journey. Every new step of your kid is a new journey, and you see it with curiosity. It is gonna be a lot of pressure taken off you. You are gonna be enjoying motherhood with whatever it comes with. You are not expecting to be the perfect mom. You are expecting whatever comes. And whatever comes is okay because you are learning, because you are accompanying your kid, and you are teaching your kid to be human. The second one is changing doing everything for prioritizing. We have to do not only the household chores, we have to work, we have to cook, we have to do laundry, we have to a lot of things we have to do. And besides of that, we have to look amazing, right? So in we have to prioritize. And what do we have to prioritize, especially in our first months as a mother, when we have newborns, we have to prioritize our mental and physical health. What do I mean with that? You have to fulfill your basic needs, eat, rest, and connect. You are only meant to be connecting with your child. You are only meant to be resting. If you don't sleep, if you don't rest, your cortisol levels go up. And if they go up, stress levels go up. And you are more vulnerable to have depression, anxiety, and all of that mental issues that comes with motherhood. So if you prioritize and do only what you are supposed to do and put three priorities a day and decide to do that and not overwhelm yourself with activities, it's going to be helpful not only for you, but also for your kid. So the important things first. The third one is changing guilt for compassion. Mom guilt, I'm sure you have felt it. We have all felt guilt. Why is that? It's because we have an inner critic, an inner judge that won't leave us alone because we have to be perfect. If it's not okay if I yell at my kid, of course we have to respect them and treat them kindly. But it's okay because you can learn from that. What have pushed my buttons this time with my kid? Have I been taking care of myself? Have I been kind to myself? So if you change guilt for compassion, you are gonna be more relaxed. You are gonna be kind to yourself and to your kid. So what is compassion? Compassion is to treat yourself as if you were your best friend, right? So what would happen if your best friend calls you and says, I'm having the worst day of my life. I yelled at my kid. I had a fight with my husband. For sure, you were gonna say, "Oh, I'm sorry you're having that. You had that horrible day. I'm here with you. I love you." So why do we treat ourselves with so much hatred? We sa- we have to Yes, we have to treat ourselves with kindness, with love. Okay, I made a mistake, but I'm still great. I still love myself, and I want to make sure that my kids know that I love them. How can I make that happen? So that change of mindset is more joyful. You can't be your worst enemy. You are supposed to take care of yourself. And how do you take care of yourself? You have to take time for yourself. You have to be you have to have your cup filled, right? If you don't have your cup filled, you can't give anything. So in order to be a compassionate mother, you have to be self-compassionate. In order to be a kind mother, you have to be kind to yourself. So
Yes,
you have to treat yourself with kindness so you can treat your babies with kindness, right?
that's so true. I would like to take or note one of the comments. One of our moms, um, she mentioned that we have a really uh, toxic, let's say, loads of information day by day.
Of course.
There are a lot of women having their babies living far from home, and they really basically struggle in the motherhood path since they have the baby or even in pregnancy. What is your advice in the way to that that woman understand that they need help and in which point they need to raise the hand, and as you mentioned, uh, call a friend, to just talk about their day, um, maybe read a good book instead of basically have a lot of information taken from internet and just overwhelm our day by day in that focus to basically be a perfect mom, be a good mom with that judgment to us, and basically taking away from what is our role in that specific path in our motherhood life.
Of course. And during these special times that we are living through a pandemic and we are living special, horrible times, we motherhood has been a lonely path, right? Ever
Yes.
since there's a lot of pandemic kids or COVID kids, I don't know how they're called horribly, but you that's why the fourth point that I want to talk about is the importance of not doing it alone. You have to rely on your tribe. One of the best things of motherhood, if you ask your grandma, how did she raise your mother? Or it took a tribe to do it. It was your grandmother, her mother, your aunts, her cousins. It was a lot of women raising one child. And motherhood right now is a lonely path. You have to rely or build your tribe. We have to take advantage of the technology right now in the pandemic. We have to reach on our friends. We have to ask for help, and not only ask for help, but accept help. Being vulnerable enough to ask to accept the help. Because we have been taught that a super mom, it has to do everything. She has to
Yeah.
be able to do everything. If not, she's failing as a mother. And that is not true. We are not supposed to be doing everything. We are supposed to be doing everything if we rely on a tribe. If we have a loving husband or your partner that is not helping but involved in the motherhood and parenthood journey. So right now we have to take advantage of what we have. We can't be thinking of what we don't have, because that is not the correct mindset, because you're going to be depressed and you're going to rise your anxiety levels. So what do you have right now? What does it feel right now? It feels like I'm not doing it good. You have to you have to take care of yourself as a maintenance, right? A self-care, as you said, read a good book. There's a lot of information, and that information, the easy access to that information is super hurtful for us, because we are I have been doing that, right. My son fell down and he cut his forehead, and the first thing is Google, right. What to do. If you don't have to rely on that, you have to trust your instincts. I have to take my kid to A&E. I have to do this. I have to put pressure. So instead we do that with physical stuff, but not with mental stuff. If something does not feel good, it's okay. And it's okay to ask for help. Even if it's to your best friend, you don't have to go to a therapist, you don't have to reach to a therapist, or maybe you do, and it's okay. We all have to rely on someone. Humanity is meant to be, we need that connection. One of our basic needs is connection. So if we isolate, if we try to do it by ourselves, you are going to fail. You are setting yourself for failure. You are not going to be able to do it by yourself. So raise your hand, talk to your mom, talk to your partner. I'm not feeling good. Something is wrong. You feel it. When something is not okay with you, you feel it. So be in touch with yourself. Nurture yourself in order to be able to nurture your kid. If you don't give to yourself, you are not going to be able to give to no one, not even your partner, right? If you are not good with yourself, you are not good at all. So you have to have maintenance with you. Like if you were a car, you don't wait until the light goes on for putting petrol. You constant feed it, right? So you are the same. Why do you take care of everything but not take care of yourself? So you have to have your own time, and it's okay to ask for it. You're not selfish. If you want to rest, if you want to read a book, it's not selfish, it's self-care. And it's like having your bank account. If you have your bank account and you are always doing these deposits, when you have a crisis or something, you are not withdrawing everything and you get red numbers, right? If you are you withdraw, but you deposit, and it's like a balance. We all have things that nurture us and things that takes things from us, and that's nature. That's humanity. But we have to be able to give and nurture ourselves. If you are not a nurtured human being, you can't take care of another human being. And taking care of another human being is exhausting, not only physically, but mentally. You
And
are in,
well,
sorry,
emotionally as well.
emotionally, of course, you are in constant worry. You are worrying if he's okay. First of all, if he's okay, is he breathing? If he is, so you are, am I doing it correctly? Am I feeding him correctly? Is he eating enough? Is he eating too much? Have I done too much sugar? So you are in a constant worry when you become a parent. So if you are not balanced and nurtured yourself, you're going to be exhausted. And as I said, the cortisol levels go up. And when you are in stress mood, your response is always attacked or, or run away like an
Exactly.
animal.
You mentioned how important it is for us to find that balance and to basically find in us that strength
Hmm.
uh, to basically face like different situations in our motherhood life.
Hmm.
What is your advice in terms on, for example, to find that connection between your body and your instinct as a mother, and how that help us to don't judge us uh, and don't compare ourselves with other moms, because I think that's something that frequently happens
Mm-hmm.
when you basically have a meeting with mom and everybody start talking about, oh, what are you giving to your baby since 6 months solid food,
Mm-hmm.
or how long takes your baby to crawling, or and that kind of experience that we share always stay in our minds, like uh, bringing us questions, and just basically question to us if we are doing our job well, or
Of course.
if I'm doing, I'm being a very good mom, or I'm
Mm-hmm.
doing wrong, or
Mm-hmm.
should I follow what she's doing, things like that.
I think the first thing that you have to do, and that what I work with moms, is to mindfulness is a great tool, right? Because you are in touch with yourself, you are listening to yourself. Meditation is also a great tool to getting to know yourself better. We have been taught that emotions are not, we have good and bad emotions, right? And if we have good emotions, they are just happy, joy, and surprise. But if we feel fear or anger, or it's a bad emotion, so don't feel it. And these kind of tools teach you to be in touch with your real emotions, and that emotions are okay. They are telling you something about you that you have to learn or do or whatever. So, in terms of following your instincts and not relying on what you see outside, is to be connected with yourself. If you are disconnected from yourself and you are putting your mindset or your attention into what other moms are doing, you are going to be frustrated, because some kids roll up when they are 4, and some other kids do it when they are 6 months old, right? And it doesn't mean that your kid has a delay, or it doesn't mean anything. You shouldn't be comparing yourself to others. And that's why one of the mindsets that I told you is change expectations to curiosity. If you are expecting your kid to be by the book, and if you are reading all these apps and all this development in kids books, that at 4 years they have to be jumping the whatever, or you are gonna be setting yourself to expectations, to high expectations, and that's not fair for you, and neither for your kid. You have to be curious of what every day brings them, not to be worried about what other kids have done. And I know it's hard, I know, but if we start changing our mindset into compassion, we are going to be treating ourselves kindly and other moms kindly. Because the worst critic for your motherhood journey is yourself. But the other one is, and the other moms. The other moms, we as a moms are judging, oh, she's giving too much sugar. Oh, she not, oh my God, she's not doing this. She's not doing that. We are not being kind as a society. So if we change that mindset into ourselves, we are going to be able to be kinder to other people. So
Exactly.
if we have to start somewhere, and the only thing you can change is yourself. So you have to start changing yourself in order to, we have to build a better society for our kids.
Oh, that's beautiful words that for sure all our audience will take by heart. And we are very grateful to having you today with us and to sharing all your knowledge with us. Um, we are going a little bit running out of time. So I would like to invite you to give us a quick tip, and then we will just say goodbye to everyone.
Of
And
course.
let's see if this is a huge topic, very important, and for sure, I know that everyone will have more questions. So we can later on talk about another session and another specific topic to help all these beautiful moms and our audience that are joining us today.
Of course. I think my best advice is to see the big picture. That always helps to go forward and then backwards. What I mean is, see the big picture of what you want to be your kid. What do you want to raise? How do you want to raise your kid? So that big picture, and you want to be you want him to be compassionate, kind, loving, responsible, humble, etc., etc. And look at yourself. Are you being that? Are you being kind? Are you being compassionate? Are you being loving? If you already have all those qualities, you are doing great. But if you, in the big picture, you are lacking of one of those, work in yourself. Works, you can change yourself. You can be kinder. You can be compassionate. You can be, but you have to ask for help. And it's okay to ask for help. It doesn't make you a bad mom. It doesn't make you a horrible person. It just makes you human. And
Okay,
we are all human.
that's great. Tell us where to find you, Daniela, your Instagram, and
Yes. My Instagram is at mommy tribe, mommy with as mom me tribe, and you can reach me in Facebook too. I have a private group, and I'm here for you. If you have any questions, if you have any comment, I'm here, and I would love to listen from you.
thank you so much for being with
Thank
us
you very
today.
much.
And well, I would like to say thank you so much for being all of us with you today. And if you want more information, go and visit our Balance magazine launched last Friday. Beautiful content. And have a wonderful day, everyone. Let's rock our motherhood. Let's be proud about what we are doing it. Um, let's spread love, compassion, kindness to ourselves first, then families, friends, and enjoy our motherhood.
Correct. Thank you
Thank you
very
so
much
much.
for having me, Angie.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Bye. Have a good day.
You too. Bye bye.
Bye.